Have you been thinking about moving to Round Rock, Texas or Cedar Park, Texas? And you don't know which one is the right one for you? Well, I've got you covered with the major differences between each city. Hey y'all, Angie Ufomata here, Realtor in the beautiful Austin area. I'm talking about Round Rock versus Cedar Park, Texas. So let's get into it. Round Rock and Cedar Park are suburbs in the Austin area that border one another on the west side. Let's look at an overview of each city, then we'll get into things to do, lifestyle, schools, and a whole lot more. Round Rock was named one of the coolest suburbs to live in and named #1 for projected job growth through 2025. It's located 30 minutes north of downtown Austin, and it's bordered by Georgetown to the north and Hutto to the east. There are over 124,000 people who live in Round Rock, and it's growing. To the west of Round Rock is the city of Cedar Park. It was named one of America's best small cities to live in 2020. Cedar Park is located 28 miles from downtown Austin. Neighboring cities include Leander to the north, Austin to the south, and Jonestown to the west. Over 77,000 people call Cedar Park home, and the median household income is $104,019. Let's talk about what each city has to offer, starting with things to do. Let's go with Round Rock first. If you enjoy the outdoors, you can explore 37 developed parks with over 2,200 acres and trails. One to check out is Old Settlers Park, which is considered to be the crown jewel of parks in Round Rock. There is water adventure you can take in, like Rock and River Family Aquatic Center and Kalahari Resorts. All right, so about Kalahari, I can tell you that this is one of the top places that we staycationed at in Texas. So my kids, they like the fact that you could see the pool from our hotel room. They just really enjoyed being in the water, and it was a really nice family vacation for us, or staycation. If you like a little history, you'll be able to check out Memorial Park to see the namesake rock. There's even fun outside the norm like bat watching. Next, Cedar Park. For a little entertainment, the HEB Center is a great place to start. It's a multi-use entertainment facility that hosts over 150 events per year, from concerts to sporting events like the Austin Spurs basketball team, Texas Star hockey team, and indoor football. Cedar Park also has a vintage train you can ride that takes you through the hill country. There's even an indoor water park, which is a gym. I mean, for a parent, it could be a workout, but a real gym if you have kiddos. It's an indoor micro water park that is year-round, that keeps an 80-degree temperature on the inside. My kids love to go here. And the best part is that there's chairs set up where you can watch your kids play in the splash pad in the water. It's a great time. On to shopping. Both Round Rock and Cedar Park have great places to shop, but Round Rock has one advantage. For you shoppers out there, the Round Rock Premium Outlets is a place to go, along with the famous IKEA, which is the only one in the Austin area. Downtown Round Rock has been reimagined. There are a lot of things to do there, a ton of local restaurants and shops. The place I like to go to is Longhorn Cafe, which is amazing for a little Cajun food, which brings me right back to my Louisiana roots. For Cedar Park, most of the activities and fun and shopping are all close by, which makes sense because the city itself is 25.6 square miles. There are over 1,000 acres of park space and 40 parks. One of the most beloved parks in the area is Brushy Creek Lake Park, which has amenities like nature trails, a canoe launch, sand volleyball, a splash pad, plus a whole lot more. For even more outdoor fun, there's even 250 acres of cave preserve. For your shopping needs, most things are centralized in the city of Cedar Park and are located off of FM 1431, aka Whitestone Boulevard. There's everything from Costco to Target, along with some local shops. Speaking of local, there are some favorites like Red Horn Coffee House and Brewing Company, Southpaw Brewing Company, The Dig Pub, Cajun Skillet, Blue Corn Harvest, and the list goes on. For housing, you'll find that Round Rock has a lot of mature trees in the area, along with some new construction. Properties are diverse in Round Rock, from contemporary style to big tex, as I like to call it, which is brick and stone and stucco, colonial style. There are bungalow style homes or ranch style homes and lavish estates. This city has a mix of communities as well when it comes to neighborhood amenities. There's master plan developments that have community pools, trails, clubhouses, golf courses, and more as well. Some communities do have no HOA, which I know some of you have asked me about in the past. And if you want a little bit more flexibility, that option exists for you. There are homes with acreage and homes that are lock and leave. Home price ranges range from $300,000 to over $1.5 million. Housing in Cedar Park has a combination of neighborhoods with mature trees and manicured lawns, master plan communities, golf course communities, neighborhoods with views of the hill country, homes that are close to Lake Travis. What can get any better? Cedar Park has something for everyone, except for new construction. So in regards to new construction, because Cedar Park is landlocked, which there's not much that we can do unless some of the sellers sold their acreage. And honestly, I kind of like the acreage that's down the street from me. So we'll see what happens with that. In terms of employment opportunities, Round Rock has Dell Technologies, these are the biggest employers, Kalahari Resorts, Seton Hospital, Baylor Scott & White, and St. David's, as well as Emerson and Amazon. What's amazing about both locations are that they are really close to the domain that has employers like Facebook, Amazon, HomeAway, while also being close to the new Apple campus, Apple 1 and 2, NI, along with more. In terms of distance, they are about the same, Round Rock and Cedar Park, from downtown Austin, which is where you'll find more tech companies, a load of startups, healthcare, and education. Wink, wink, UT. Next up, let's talk about schools. The schools in both areas are known to be highly rated. Round Rock ISD has 48,000 plus students who attend. 7 high schools, 11 middle schools, and 35 elementary schools. It has nationally and state recognitions for best and top schools in the area. There are programs like the Advanced Placement Program, IB, TAG, which is the Gifted and Talented program, On-Ramps, which is a partnership with UT, where students can earn college credits and more. I want to make a note that parts of Cedar Park also feed into Round Rock ISD, but a majority of the city feeds into Leander ISD, which has over 42,000 students across 44 campuses, 6 high schools, 9 middle schools, and 28 elementary schools. So when I'm talking to clients about schools, it's really important to note, number one, I was an educator. So all you educators out there, again, we are grateful for you. I cannot say that enough, but I just want to make a note that even though you may see a score like on greatschools.com, niche, or whatever have you, I think that a combination of all of those resources are really good to keep in mind so that you can get a full picture of what that school is really about. And it's not just about performance. That's my educator's heart speaking. It is about how you feel when you walk into the space and whether or not you feel like that is going to be a good fit for you and your family. I would also say that yes, in every school district, you're going to have some schools that really outperform in terms of, testing and numbers, and then you may see some schools that are not so high in that arena. But what I would remind again is that you look at all factors and not just one. Look at state data. I love data and I love a little gut feeling, but also look at parent reviews and then make a best judgment, based on you calling the school and finding out more information about school curriculum or whatever the case may be. I encourage you to look at all aspects of the schools. One last thing to note about schools is check out the student progress, the student achievement, and where the school is in closing those gaps. When you're looking at that data, what that will tell you is how far students have come since the beginning of the school year all the way to the end. And that will also give you more data to make a decision on where you'd like your kids to go to school. In terms of transportation, Round Rock and Cedar Park have access to the toll roads, 183, 45, and the beloved or not so beloved IH-35, which y'all know I can't stand, okay? But the fact that you have access to either of those highways and toll roads will make your life easier when commuting. Both cities are really great options and offer a lot in terms of amenities and commute time to downtown. My personal opinion though, y'all might think I'm biased, but my pick would be Cedar Park. Here's why. I live here. No, not just because of that, but because it has a real and true city center. I can get to 2 of everything within a 3-mile radius, which I really like because we moved from the city to the suburbs. So 2 Targets, 2 Home Depots. I really can get to everything real quick, especially when I am in a rush and trying to get home to my littles. So that's my pick. Again, I know I'm very biased, and I do have to say I do love Round Rock as well. It's a place I go to all the time for the food, for the people, and also for the activities. So you can't go wrong with either city. The other great thing that I really like in Cedar Park is that we're really close to the lake. Hey, are you looking to move to the Austin area and you don't have a real estate professional? I'd love to be the one to help you make that move. If you're wanting to know more about the Austin and surrounding areas, check out my other videos. Found this video helpful? Then hit that like button. And if you're feeling my vibe, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so that you don't miss a thing. And I'll see y'all on the next one.